Welcome to Kaleidoscope of the Soul, a space where we look at changing patterns, shapes, and colors of our life's forces, continually shifting energy. Host Lynne Juneau is a psychic medium and healer who uses her gifts of clairvoyance, clairaudience, and mediumship to bring insight to her clients and illuminate their life's purpose. Using symbology with colors, numbers, ribbons, billets, and more, Lynne helps to facilitate healing and closure within her work. Kaleidoscope of the Soul reminds us that we are a cosmic rainbow of breathing life, creating infinite and beautiful soul complexities of expressions and hue in every moment. Now, here is your host, Lynne Juneau.
Hello, everyone. Welcome again to Kaleidoscope of the Soul. As you can see, I am Lynne Juneau, psychic medium. Don't you love it when people are appropriately labeled? Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me here today. Just before Christmas, we're getting into the holiday season, Christmas time. I appreciate each and every one of you for your love and support. Welcome to Kaleidoscope of the Soul, where even the smallest adjustment in our viewpoint and our awareness can change our view of everything. Yeah? Okay. So today I am once again delving into crystals and rocks and stones, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but I want to say a quick hello to you wonderful folks. I see Ascending Universal Butterfly has joined us again today. Thank you. Thank you. And there's Heidi Gall. Oh, thank you. And Vladimir. Heidi's from Boulder, Colorado. And I see that my soul sister, Lynn Burgess, who even spells her name the same way I do. I swear we are related somehow. She's joined us today. And Brenda Lucas. Hello, hello. Patricia Daly, Marianne Harris. Oh, lots of people are here already. Awesome. And there's Evelyn. Hey, Evelyn. Oh, we're not doing readings today. We're not doing ribbons today. We are doing readings today. There's Michael Christopher. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and Jennifer Rose. Oh, a wonderful medium. Michael Christopher and Jennifer Rose are also hosts of podcasts here on the Sacred Spiral Network. Oh, Ms. Butterfly, thank you. I wore cranberry today to celebrate the holidays. Yeah. A lot of you know me for my ribbon readings, which I've moved over to the side today because we're doing crystals and rocks and stones. All right. Something a little different. So I'm going to talk about that for a minute and how I'm going to do readings for you and work with you. Okay. So as a lot of you know, I use different methods of doing readings. Sometimes I just do a reading with no tools and just, based on my intuition with, no tools to work with. But I love reading my colored ribbons and also flowers. I read flowers, both of which are approved by the spiritualist churches. And as I was working with these, I thought, gosh, I love geology and mineralogy and crystals and their meanings. And wouldn't it be great if I could do readings with those? Okay. And for many years now, my go-to book about crystals and their meanings and properties. So not only physical properties, but also what they mean spiritually. Evelyn says she loves crystals. Okay, this Crystal Bible by Judy Hall has been out, 25 years probably, and has been my go-to book for a long time. And I did a little research on Judy leading up to this. She was born in 1944 and she passed in 2021 at the ripe old age of 77. She wrote 45 books on metaphysics. She was an expert in crystal healing, astrology, past life therapy, way before any of this was accepted or popular. Okay. And her writings have been a really important contribution. She was awarded many times for her writing. And you can still find a lot of her books, including the Crystal Bible, on Amazon. And she refers to all of these stones, all kinds of stones, as crystals. So for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to do that today. But I'm bringing up Judy Hall not only because she authored this terrific book, but because I thought I love to do readings for people using crystals and stones. How do I do that? And I did a little research, and they made a whole deck of 50 cards based on Judy's work. I said, thank you, Spirit. I'm telling you, the different types of readings I do are divine downloads. How do you like that? I mean, I may come up with a basic idea, and then Spirit says, oh, we can help with that. Isn't that fun? So the way I will be working with you folks today, I'm going to shuffle these cards and turn them upside down. And trust me, my eyesight isn't that great. I can't read them upside down. And when I call on you, I will go ahead and draw a card, and then over to the side, you can't see them very well, and that's okay. I have organized trays of these actual crystals and stones, and I'm going to be able to hold them, and I'm going to use these to tune into your energy and whatever information is in your highest and best good to receive today through these. And one of the things I want to say about reading crystals and rocks as a divination method is that unlike cards and ribbons, which are really very neutral, they don't have a lot of their own energy unless we were to infuse them with our energy, right? But crystals come from the earth, and they're closer to being a living organic thing, yeah? So they already have properties and energies of their own, and everything is energy, right? And that being said, I'm sure most of you who tuned in here today I'm sure you're aware of the fact that crystals can be used for all kinds of healing. I know when I've done Reiki before, there are chakra points where it's very helpful to put a crystal, or different parts of the body. Okay. Heidi says Colorado is abundant in quartz. She has a lot of it there. And I'm glad you like my background. Thank you. I like it better than just a neutral one. And I like it better than a virtual background because when I show you something, it's easier to see. Okay. So the crystals have a certain amount of energy of their own. And then, of course, if it's a piece of jewelry or something that we've been handling, they take on our energy as well. And I have a cute story to share with you about that. So one of my strong abilities is psychometry. And psychometry is simply holding an object and picking up the energy or the vibration of places or people in particular who've handled those objects. So if I'm doing a psychic reading for someone and I'm in person with them, if I can hold their jewelry or their car keys or something, it helps me tune in. I didn't know when I was young and not so familiar with these things that I could do psychometry. And long ago and far away in Seattle, way back in the 70s, I met this marvelous lady who was also a seeker, and there weren't as many of us back then. She was a spiritual seeker. And she goes, Lynn, as we were getting to be friends, she goes, I'm getting to know you, and I would just bet you can do psychometry. I said, no, I don't know how to do that. I don't have any training, da, 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 da. And she goes, watch. So this new friend, Martha, handed me a very ordinary looking rock. She said, just go with it. Just say whatever comes to your mind. And I said, no, this feels stupid. Well, I did as she asked. I held this little stone Martha handed me, and I went way back in the history of it, back to the cave where it was found. She goes, no, 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 come forward in time. So I did, and eventually I saw a couple arguing. Okay. And it was getting worse. And I go, oh, this couple is not getting along at all. And da da da. She goes, stop. And I went, no, 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 no. She goes, stop. I didn't know my friend was having marital problems. And I could feel it in this stone that belonged to her. And that's what I was picking up. So whether it's a piece of furniture or, an entire house or whatever, everything is energy, and a lot of things hold energy really well. This blue tourmaline was gifted to me by a very spiritual man who has since passed. It was in a space where tremendous amounts of spiritual journeying and meditation were done for years. So when I want to make sure that I am well tuned in, I employ this blue tourmaline. All right, folks. So class is over. Let's do some readings. And I want to say hello, Dawn Johnson. Thank you for joining us. Charlene Shaz, amazing medium. Watch for that name. You're going to hear more from her. And Seattle has a lot of interesting spiritual energy, does it not? Oh my. So again, thank you all for joining. And let's see. Vladimir is in the house. And T. Lynn here. Donna Roy. Arnie Layton. Arnie, thank you for joining. Okay. Move these rocks closer to me. Not crystals, not rocks, yeah? Okay. Lynn Burgess, if you're still in the house, please weigh in. And I know Heidi is still here, so I'm gonna start with Heidi, and then there's always a lag time in these comments. So please comment back to me if you understand what I'm reading from these. And Heidi, you are first. And I'll see how many of you good folks I can get to today. All right. Heidi, sweetheart, send me some energy. Let's get tuned into you. What does Heidi need to know today? Intention, folks. It's always about intention. Okay. Hold on just a minute. We've drawn flint for Heidi. All right. I organized these late last night. I'm embarrassed to tell you, I can't find my piece of flint. But I trust that this is the right one for you, Heidi. Flint is a crystal for rites of passage. So in olden times, when people came of age, they would go through special rituals and celebrations in tribes especially, to celebrate them coming of age. Let me read this to you. There is a very earthy energy to flint, and this nurturing stone takes you into the womb of Mother Earth to reconnect to the wise feminine and priestess power. Perfect for rites of passage that mark the transitions of womanhood, which are not just in puberty, they are different phases of our lives, as women especially. It also helps men connect to their feminine side. So flint assists in underworld journeying and contacts power animal allies. Heidi, do you already have a totem animal, a power animal that you identify with? I feel that you do. And I feel that this looks like one of the cats, a mountain lion, I believe, or a leopard. Wonderful, fierce, protective energy. Okay. This stone is good for cauterizing past life wounds and clearing the etheric blueprint. With its grounding and stabilizing action, flint brings structural integrity to all bodies. Heidi, you're going through a bit of a restructuring and a healing. Sorry, folks. Last of a cold. More so than a leveling up, I feel for you, Heidi, a restructuring at a very basic level within, like, your internal landscape. If you picture your internal landscape almost like a big open, you're there in Colorado. How appropriate. Okay. If you think of the hills and the rivers and all the beauty of nature around you there in Colorado, your internal landscape is changing as well and becoming more stable and more solid. Okay. So as you tune into this energy of flint and know that spirit is working to restructure your life in a much better way. Heidi says she feels this deeply and so many synchronicities around it. Wonderful. I'm so glad you're identifying with this. It cuts through blockages, past lifetimes, ties, and it removes energetic disease and raises your energetic frequency so that nothing negative sticks to your aura. Heidi, this past year, tell me if this isn't true, that you have felt weighed down with other people's junk and gunk. And you're going to be letting that go. And flint is good for starting fires. And I'm hearing the suggestion from Spirit for you, Heidi, to do a little ritual between now and the beginning of this next year. We're going from a global 9-year into a 1. Write down all the people you would like to gently, release from your energy and from your sphere of activity. Any things, people, situations that you want to let go of, Heidi. Spirit says, write it down on a piece of paper, do a little ritual for it, and then burn it. Burn, baby, burn. And you're going to have a wonderful year ahead of you. More stability and structure in a good way. Okay. So blessings to you, Heidi. Good to see you here. And Corey, thank you for joining us. I know y'all are used to seeing me doing ribbons, but we're not doing ribbons today. We're doing rocks. Oh, burning bay leaf. Okay, Heidi, that sounds like a plan. And hold on just a quick minute. All right, I think Spirit's messing with me. I never did. I had a nice big piece of flint. Okay, it's missing in action, y'all. Never mind. Okay, so we got Heidi done. I don't see Lynn Burgess. Welcome, Debbie Pittman, and you're very welcome, Heidi. Good to have you here. Dawn Johnson, I feel drawn to you. Hi, Carrie. Thank you for joining. Oh, Dawn. Okay, Dawn. I had said I was going to read for Arnie too. Arnie, are you still in the house? Christine Moraes, good to see you. Hello, hello. Dawn. All right, you're the first one to weigh in. If Arnie is still in the house, I'll try to get to him as well. Dawn Johnson. Okay. Send me some energy. Let's get tuned into you today, Dawn. Okay. All right. I think you're going to like this. Oh, Arnie's here too. Okay. Arnie, you're up after Dawn. We have for you apophyllite. Isn't that gorgeous? It looks almost like quartz crystal, but this is apophyllite. That's the card I drew for you. And meaning of this card is activating the third eye. Whoa. Okay. So there's a very high vibration to this crystal. Oh, you're welcome, Heidi. I'm so glad that that is resonating with you so deeply today. Okay. Apophyllite for Dawn Johnson. Creating a conscious connection between physical and spiritual realms, apophyllite accesses multi-dimensions. Have you been doing some journeying yet, Dawn? Because if not, this would be an excellent time for you to do this. This metaphysical stone opens the third eye, particularly if it was blocked in previous lives, stimulating intuition and clairvoyance. Oh, Dawn, are you ready to level up, dear? This facilitates journeying into past lives, telepathy, channeling. It promotes introspection into your own behavior, highlighting the part you played in what was created and the consequences. It brings about recognition of one's true self. Apophyllite is a powerful vibrational transmitter, useful for Reiki healing. Whoa, you got a powerhouse today. Are you ready for this, Dawn? Yep, she says she's ready to level up. Wow. And Dawn says she sees spirit in dreams. That altered state that you're attaining in your sleep, especially that transition between waking and deeper sleeping, you're oh, I'm getting goosebumps on this. You have two spirits in particular trying to communicate with you. One is a departed loved one, and one is a guide. And your departed loved one who is trying to come through for you is also a guide. And this person feels like they were male. Okay. Dawn says she doesn't sleep well. Well, honey, that's because you have so much company there. And suggestion from the spirit is to set some boundaries and say, let them know what times of day or even in maybe at night that you're open to hearing from them, and then warn them, I have to get a good night's sleep. I am in a human body. I've got to get my rest. Okay. So you have the right to do that. You have the right to do that. Dawn, again, this is a 1 year we're going into. You're really going to do a lot of opening. This is going to be the dawn of a new day, a new era for you this upcoming year. I hear especially from January through March, the first quarter of the year, whatever spiritual studies that you take on will really be blessed, really be facilitated. okay? So if you have the urge to dive into those things in the first 3 months of the year, go for it. Go for it, because it's really going to serve you well, all right? And go ahead and connect with that guide. I feel you have a guide who is genderless, coming in to help you. This entity has been in your life a long time, and you have a male relative from the other side also lending their support and their love to you, okay? I'm sorry, names are tough. I do not hear the name of your guide. I'm sorry. Go ahead and ask them. Oh, there's Lynn Burgess again. Hello, hello. Okay. I'm sorry. It's not coming to me. All right. So Dawn, many blessings to you, especially this springtime, and enjoy this leveling up of apophyllite. Okay. All right. Arnie. Oh, Lynn says she has been responding, and apparently I've not been hearing. All right, so I'm going to go to Arnie and then Lynn. So I don't know why I was not seeing it for a while. All right, Arnie. Arnie and then Lynn. All right. So, Arnie, my friend, we have drawn for you Shungite. Oh, thank you, Dawn. I'm glad you found that to be accurate. Fantastic. Shungite for Arnie Layton. This is the crystal for blocking geopathic stress. And Shungite, I hope y'all can see this. Some of my pieces are kind of small. It looks almost like hematite, but it's got sharp edges on it, okay? There's a very high, but still an earthy vibration to Shungite. It's a profoundly earthing stone, protecting your physical body and your aura against harmful fields such as electric and magnetic field. EMFs, Arnie, are you on your computer all the time, dude? Are you like in close proximity to all kinds of gadgets? And oh, you put Shungite in your drinking water. Woohoo! How's that for some synchronicity? Thank you, Spirit. Appreciate that. I'll see how many folks I can get to, Allison. All right. So this protects you from EMFs. Arnie's already putting it in his drinking water. Dude, that's awesome. Okay. Negative energy carried by the earth, generated by water, electromagnetic stress, and other disturbances. Research has shown that Shungite absorbs that which is hazardous to health, whether it be pesticides, free radicals, bacteria, viruses, microwaves, or other vibrational emissions. Folks, we little human beings take for granted sometimes that in this quote unquote modern age, we're being bombarded by energies we don't even understand yet, right? Kim Princess, welcome. There is evidence suggesting that Shungite strengthens the immune system and assists in cellular metabolism. It enhances enzyme production and provides pain relief, a natural detoxifier and anti-inflammatory. Shungite has long been used to encourage wound healing. Arnie, I'm not feeling that you have physical wounds, and not to get real personal on a public show like this, but most of us human beings have emotional wounds. Arnie is protecting himself already. He put Shungite and Orgonite all around his electronics. Awesome. There's another message to this shungite today because it mentioned it facilitates wound healing. Arnie, I'm glad you've got a lot of shungite around you, because this last year, I feel that there have been four different types of emotional psychic healing that you have been going through. And I feel your guides giving you a nice pat on the back for being intentional about these things. All right. And to keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, because you're absolutely on the right track. That all of these electronics and gadgets you're involved in, they are blessing your life, and they're going to bless other people's lives as well. Okay? So have no doubt about that. And once in a while, when you're not so involved with the electronics, you're being advised in your quiet moments in your meditation to allow and surrender and be open to the emotional and psychic healing that is still in process, that you're being blessed with. For all the good you do for others, it is coming back to you tenfold, often in the form of emotional healing. Okay? So, Arnie, blessings to you. Arnie already knew a bunch of this, I think. Blessings. Thank you for letting me work with you. All right, Lynne Burgess. Lynn, my sister by a different mother. Come on down. All right. Lynne Burgess, over there in New York. Here I am on the opposite coast. We don't look like sisters, but trust me, we are. Okay. And we have blue kyanite. Let me get a piece of this. There it is. All right. So this, thank you, Arnie. I'm glad this resonated with you. All right. Lynne Burgess, you got blue kyanite, and this particular piece I have looks like a grayish blue. That's the card I drew for you here. And this is a crystal for deep meditative states. I'm laughing because Lynne and I are acquainted through doing trance training together. Oh, do you think maybe you go deep once in a while? Lynne is wonderful. She does wonderful work in trance. The vibration of this blue kyanite is extremely high. This blue kyanite is the ultimate healer. So if you take your trance work into healing, Lynne, you are going to be wildly successful with this. All right. This amplifies high frequency energies. Blue kyanite aligns chakras and subtle bodies, clearing pathways and meridians. This powerful stone grounds and mediates the flow of spiritual energy, restores life force to the physical body, and restabilizes the energy bodies and the soul after transformation. What Spirit is telling me is that not only are you going to be able to use the energy reflected in this stone for healing others, but as you go through your training process and keep developing your trance, you will be healed as well. Okay? Because you're going through your own healing in several areas of life. Yeah? Kyanite is tranquilizing. Could you use a little less anxiety, Lynne? I could. It induces deep meditative states and yet stimulates psychic abilities. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm jealous, Lynne. I'm going to get a piece of this and put it under my pillow, I'm telling you. facilitating detaching from the idea of blind faith, fate, or implacable karma. Blue kyanite reveals measures required to balance out the past. It encourages speaking your highest truth. So the idea behind this is that we're not so much fated to do certain things. It's still emphasizing, yeah, it would be a good idea to get a piece of this blue kyanite, Kyanite, blue kyanite. It would be helpful, I feel. And it'll remind you of what was brought forward in this reading. This is about speaking your truth. And what are you doing? You're developing trance, where you go into an altered state, a meditative state, and you open your mouth and surrender and let the truth come out. Higher divine truth. And also I hear in your personal life, Lynne, this will be an upcoming lesson for the next 3 to 4 months for you about speaking your truth, okay? Speaking your mind to the people around you. You can use diplomacy with that, but yeah, speaking your truth in all areas, right? All right, Lynne, you're already guided. You're going to be doing wonderful work with healing. So thank you for hanging in there. I appreciate you, and thank you for letting me work with you today, my dear. Oh, that was fun, wasn't it? Okay. Brenda Lucas, are you still in the house, my dear? Brenda Lucas, please check in. I want to say hi to a couple people in the meantime. Jill Santos, thank you for joining, my dear. Joey Bard, Angel, that's a new watcher, I think. Kim Princess. Oh, thank you. Kim says she likes my earrings. These are turquoise, and I'm wearing malachite. I forgot to tell you about that. Turquoise is a wonderful connection between the earth and sky. There's a lot of divine protection attached to turquoise, and they're almost green. And this malachite is very grounding. And today I'll take all the grounding I can get, y'all. Brenda Lucas is here. All right. And Kim says she loves turquoise. Okay. Brenda Lucas, a patient lady. All right, hold on. Brenda Lucas. Yeah. All right. Sorry. All right. Brenda Lucas, send me some more energy. Ooh, pretty. Okay. So what do we have for you today, Brenda? Aquamarine, which is, of course, a precious stone in its own right. And it's this lovely, watery ocean kind of green, depending on which ocean you're looking into. Okay. So Brenda, this wonderful aquamarine stone is a crystal for clairvoyance and enhanced perceptions. You know, Brenda, I know you are a big fan of the Sacred Spiral Network. Have you acknowledged your own intuitive abilities? because this upcoming number 1 year would be a really good time to explore what abilities you have yourself. And I feel you haven't gone into that as much, right? Amanda, thank you for joining. Have a good weekend. All right. So, Brenda Lucas, aquamarine has a very high vibration. It counteracts the forces of darkness and procures favor from angels and higher beings. Oh, Brenda, you have a special connection to the angels, my dear. It brings unfinished business to a conclusion and ensures closure on all levels. There is a lot of calm that is going to come from this new energy coming in for you, Brenda, this upcoming year. Okay. And it removes extraneous thoughts, filtering information, reaching the brain, and clarifying perception, making it an ideal crystal to support meditation. Miss Brenda, have you already started a daily meditation spiritual practice? If not, it would be a really wonderful time for you to start doing that. Aquamarine dissolves self-defeating programs, allowing the soul to be heard, and it protects the aura, balances the chakras, aligns the subtle bodies, and facilitates spiritual communication. This is a fabulous stone for anyone that wants to go into doing intuitive work. And so, Brenda, not only are you a big fan of folks like me who do this type of work, you have your own gifts, and it would bring joy to your heart and blessings to others if you start to explore them sometime soon. And any kind of intuitive work, meditation is spirituality 101. It's your best starting point. So please think about starting a regular spiritual practice daily if you can, and start on your path. So Brenda, thank you for your patience. Thank you for joining. Very much appreciate you. Thanks. Aquamarine. Okay. Corey. Oh, let's see. Where did I see Corey Dutton? I think she thought I was going to do ribbons today. Fooled you, Corey. Corey, you're very welcome, Brenda. My pleasure. Corey Dutton, are you still in the house? I don't have a list, Angel. I have so many folks jumping on. There's Corey. That I'll get to as many of you good folks as I can. Okay. So, what we have for you, Corey, is selenite. Isn't this beautiful? A lot of us have selenite on our altars. Good to hold while you're meditating. And this is the crystal for connecting to the higher realms. How do you like that, Corey? Woohoo! Boy, I'm in good company today here. There's a lot of intuitive, highly developed folks joining me here, including Charlene Shaz. Hang in there, dear. Okay, so this selenite, which is good for connecting to the higher realms, what this talks about, this is an extremely fine vibration. This is crystallized divine light. Don't you love it? These are great in lamps. I think they make lamps out of this also. Selenite anchors the light body into the earth vibration and downloads divine light into the physical body. It creates a safe, peaceful space that does not allow outside influences to penetrate. This stone detaches entities from the aura and prevents anything external from influencing the mind. It reaches into other lives or into the future, and it checks progress made with current life plan. How are you doing with your current life plan, Corey? Do you have a sense of that? Meditating with this crystal brings about a conscious understanding of what has been occurring at all the subconscious levels and shows how it can best be resolved. Oh, Corey, I know this is somewhat predictive, but between now and especially in March, I feel that they're showing me a lot of truths are going to be revealed to you that are going to clear out the old confusion and blocks that you've had to connecting with your higher truth. All right? You're going to feel more independent, more within your own power, and even more within your own body, more centered, if you would understand that. Okay? And Ms. Butterfly says she loves selenite and using pendulums. This crystal will help bring things that you've been sensing and feeling up into your consciousness and give you a lot of validation. And I'm hearing that validation is going to be a big theme for you this upcoming year. I feel that you're going to take a big step forward out of the shadows and be more within your own power, more within your own truth. And selenite is easy to find and very comforting, and at the same time very powerful. And so whatever spiritual practice you're doing now, you're being encouraged to incorporate selenite and take that next step up. All right? So blessings to you, Corey. Thank you for hanging in there and being patient today. There's a lot of folks joining us. And I appreciate you all. Appreciate you all being here. Okay? Right. So we got Corey. Is Chris? Oh, Corey has some selenite. Excellent. Okay. Let's go ahead, Charlene, Shaz. Let's sneak one in for you. Kelly, if I could get just a few extra minutes this morning. You probably don't have more than 5 minutes or so, but let me know if we have any extra time available. Yeah, Kelly says it's okay. All right, Kelly, let me know. Get the big hook when when it's time for us to end. Okay. Kim Princess really believes in selenite. You're welcome, Corey. All right, Charlene, Shaz, don't bowl me over, but send me some energy. Okay, Charlene, Shaz. Charlene, Shaz. Ooh, interesting. Okay. We have for you, Charlene, blue lace agate. Okay. And this is small, but there's a little piece of it, and it does look like blue lace. It's really pretty. Very delicate looking. Very delicate. Okay. This crystal is for peace of mind. My dear Charlene, as strong as you are, do you feel like your mind is a hamster on a wheel again here lately? Ooh, shoot. Time to tone that down. Time to take the hamsters off of the wheel and put them in their little cage. Tell them to take a break. Take a break, y'all. I'm tired of hearing all this. There's a lot of what's going on in your head right now, Charlene, and this is true for a lot of us, me included. A lot of it is mind chatter that is not serving you. It's just that. It's chatter. So this blue lace agate has a medium vibration. It's toning it down a little bit. Toning, you're wanting to tone things down a little bit. Perfect communication stone. Blue lace agate frees up the throat chakra, allowing expression of thoughts and emotions. Oh, it counteracts feelings of being judged. Oh, yeah, you've had that going on lately. Encouraging a new mode of expression. Feelings that have previously been repressed are calmly given voice. So, Charlene, and I have to remind myself of this, there are ways that we can express ourselves that are diplomatic, that are a little more polite, but they are still based in truth, and they are still looking out for ourselves, if you would understand that. This stone has the energy of being calming and nurturing, and it dissolves anger, resentment, and frustration, and it heals emotional trauma that underlies an inability to accept love. Oh my God. Charlene, would you say this is fitting for you? Blue lace agate helps men accept their sensitive feeling nature. Okay, that's not you. Directing vibrations appropriately. This crystal enhances sound healing also. Okay, so there's a lot of calming and healing attached to this, of smoothing out the frustration and resentment. Time to let that go. Time to let that go, love. And I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps from the waist down, and Spirit is saying, yeah, get going with that. Get going. Isn't that funny? It's like contradictory. Get going with that calming, smoothing out energy. It's time. It's time. It's been a hectic year for you, Charlene. So time to chill, baby. Thank you for letting me work with you, dear. That was a fun one. Okay. Charlene. Bernadette. Oh, there's Michael Zen. Oh, maybe I can sneak one in there. Bernadette Connolly. Bernadette. Bernadette. There's an old rock song, R&B song by the Four Tops. Bernadette. You got to be old to know that, though. You guys are all too young. Bernadette Connolly. Oh, that one? Okay. Excuse me. Another A one. Okay. There it is. All right. You should see the setup I've got to organize these. Okay. Bernadette Connolly. Today, message for you has to do with appetite. And this is a lovely greenish stone. There's some apatite. All right. And the meaning of this crystal is for spiritual development. Boy, I'm telling you, y'all must be gifted already. They're telling you to get going with your spiritual development. This is the interface between consciousness and matter. And the vibration of this stone is very high. Bernadette, are you already doing psychic work? Aren't you giving people tarot readings or card readings already? Because I can see you with cards in front of you. If you're not reading tarot or some kind of oracle cards already, you would rock at this, okay? And I already see the cards in front of you. This is a stone of manifestation attuned to the future and yet connecting to past lives. Appetite balances the physical and the subtle energy bodies and overcomes nervous exhaustion. Bernadette, have you been burning the candle at both ends for a lot of this year, all the way through October at least? Because I feel like you're a little frazzled with your energy. This stone develops your psychic abilities, enhances spiritual development, deepens meditative states, and raises the Kundalini energy. Woohoo! Bernadette read for 4 people today. Yes. Oh, there you go. Spirit is so supporting you in doing this. They're already saying you rock, Bernadette. This clears blockages in the base chakra, okay? So that Kundalini awakening, the next level up that would really serve the work you do, this appetite energy is really going to serve that. It ameliorates frustration and supports expressing passion without guilt. Whoa. Bernadette, are you ready to become a powerhouse? Woohoo! This is available to you. This Kundalini rising energy is going to be made available to you between now and into February, especially if you set your intention and you ask for it. You've been busy all year. Your body needs a bit of a rest. And I know you're probably saying to yourself, yeah, and we have the holidays coming up, but wherever you can, let your body regroup and get some rest, and it will facilitate you leveling up and also coming up from that base chakra, going into a new Kundalini activated energy. Bernadette says she has totally switched back on with her abilities. Yes. Yes. Well, get ready, honey. More to come. More to come. Oh, you think you're still in the shadows? Yeah. It would be a good time to hold back a little, make sure your body is rested up. But by February, I see you rocking out. Okay. So thank you for letting me work with you. That was so cool. All right. Let's see who else we can get. Thank you, Bernadette. You're going to do some amazing things this year. All right. Marianne Harris. Oh, goodness. I want to read for everybody. Marianne Harris, and then let's see if we can sneak one in for Miss Butterfly. Marianne, send me some energy, and then Miss Butterfly. Marianne Harris. Marianne Harris. Marianne Harris. Okay. Marianne Harris, we have for you today, you're welcome, Bernadette, rose quartz. And the message of this beautiful pink stone most of us are familiar with is unconditional love and forgiveness. Marianne, here we are coming into the holiday season, Christmas holiday season. And they're showing me that you have a man in your life. It feels like a father or a father figure who you need to forgive in order to free up your energy. Oh, Michael's in. Hang in there, Michael's in. If you'd like a reading, let me see if I can sneak one in for you. So Marianne, the compassionate rose quartz holds an extremely high vibration of unconditional love and acceptance, bringing deep emotional healing and promoting the self-love that is essential before love is accepted from others. This old resentment, your dad is in spirit. If you have things you have not forgiven of your dad, I felt like he was in spirit. You need to forgive him and know that he has gone through his own life review and taken accountability for many of his shortcomings. Okay, Michael, hang in there. This stone teaches that unconditional love does not mean sacrificing yourself. It creates appropriate boundaries, allowing someone else the space to be who they are without trying to force things, but not being overwhelmed when they are less than perfect. We don't get perfect parents, and you didn't get a perfect dad, and he knows it. But he still has tremendous love for you, Marianne. And using this holiday season to remember what was good in your relationship with him and to give him a measure of grace will give you a big step forward in peace of mind and serenity within yourself. It's really time to do this, I hear. Rose quartz heals heartbreak, disappointment, and grief. It strengthens empathy and sensitivity, enhancing interactions with others. It encourages self-forgiveness and absolution for those who have apparently wronged you, revealing their role in yourself, in your soul plan. So even when our parents do things that we object to, that we think were wrong, how did it affect our soul's growth? Did it make us stronger? Did they teach us something? Did that dynamic teach us something we needed to know? Take a look at that, Marianne. I want to thank your father for coming through with his energy. He is very important to your serenity this holiday season. And I'm hearing the suggestion to, Marianne says, it's all fine. Past is past. Okay. I hear you, but I think this would not have come forward without there being something additional that's in your benefit to do on this. If everything is good and forgiven, or maybe it's not, the suggestion is coming forward to write him a letter. And if it's all loving and wonderful, great. But you're going to feel a deeper connection to your dad moving forward with this, okay? So you're encouraged to write him a letter, whatever that may include, all right? Thank you for letting me work with you, Marianne. I hope that resonates. Okay. I promised Ascending Universal Butterfly. I'm going to do her and then Michael Zen. So, Miss Butterfly, hold on a minute. Send me some energy. Okay. The lovely Ascending Universal Butterfly. What does she need to know for this holiday season? Stop. Okay. What we have for you today, and Michael's in, hang in there, is bloodstone, okay? And bloodstone can come in a number of colors. Sometimes it looks very red. This bloodstone is green with little flecks of red in it. And Marianne, I'm glad that reading was helpful to you. So Ms. Butterfly, bloodstone is also known as heliotrope. This crystal is for all-around healing. I'm gonna call you Butterfly for short today. Butterfly. They're showing me that you've sent your energy this past year into about 8 different directions. Do you feel like you've been spread very thin, trying to keep up with family obligations, taking care of the people you love, taking care of business, and also doing your own, I believe you told me that you are a healer as well. Do you feel like you've just been like all over the landscape and you're tired and a bit worn out? Because this crystal is for all around healing and has a very earthy, this green and red, very earthy grounding vibration. It's an excellent blood cleanser and all around healer. This crystal stimulates or sedates the immune system as required, either bumping it up or calming it down, and has been used for thousands of years to heal the kidneys and blood. I hear that you need to drink a lot more water, that especially as we go into the winter weather, it's easy for us to not feel thirsty and not drink enough liquids and clear out our systems of all the toxins we get exposed to. Bloodstone encourages good circulation and stimulates the flow of lymph and the metabolic processes, revitalizing and re-energizing when body and mind are exhausted. What did I say at the beginning of this? You're tired. It's time to take a chill pill and sit your butt down, Ms. Butterfly, and get some rest. Oh, wow. Oh, Kim Princess said she just bought a piece of this. Excellent. In the Middle Ages, it was used for a lot of healing. This crystal is an excellent grounding shield, offering protection against pathogens. It supports courage, mindfulness. It's a cleanser and a revitalizer. Your psychic and emotional shields and guards are depleted right now, and this can affect your physical health, of course, because everything's interconnected. So sorry. Speaking of health, I'm okay. Tail end of a cold. Bloodstone. Think about purification of your system in all different ways. And if you can pick up a little piece of this and keep it near you to remind you, this would be excellent. So thank you for letting me work with you, Butterfly. Appreciate you. Okay. Michael's in. Michael's in. Are you still in the house? Shannon said she was given 2 bloodstones at a retreat recently. Okay. Yeah, I'm really okay. I just don't sound so. There she is. He is. Show you what the cold did to my brain this last week. Michael's in. Michael's in. Another one of our wonderful Sacred Spiral Network hosts. Check out his show and the live stream of consciousness and holding space and that one. Okay. Oh, goody. You're going to like this. I even found it right away. Yes. Okay. So, Michael, we have for you today Angelite. This pretty blue stone. Isn't this cool? All right. This is a crystal for angelic connection. You would have guessed that, right? Because you're a smart guy. All right. So this angelite is for enhanced awareness, and it has a very high vibration. This is good for heightening spiritual perception. This powerful stone facilitates angelic contact. It enhances telepathic communication and out-of-body journeying. Angelite opens psychic channeling from the highest sources, connecting to universal knowledge and raising awareness of multidimensional realms. It facilitates speaking your truth and being more compassionate, accepting what cannot be changed. I know of Michael, my impression of you, Michael, is that you are indeed a compassionate person. But I also see you looking into the past and wishing there were things you could change. And whatever those points in time are and whatever people they're connected to, you're being encouraged to give them a measure of grace and yourself as well. And even to forgive yourself for whatever resentments and not so wonderful feelings you've had about these people. Okay? Speaking your truth. And you notice this is not a deep, dark blue, throat chakra blue. It's a very light blue. And so there are ways, of course, to be diplomatic and soft and compassionate and still stay in our truth, which is one of the themes I think we've seen here today. This is a popular stone with healers. Angelite strengthens awareness and deepens attunement. It is able to create a protective auric shield, balance etheric and physical energies, and prevent psychic overwhelm. So Michael's in. This angelite tells me a number of things. I think you are a closet psychically gifted person, and I know you've been accused of that before. One of these days, Michael Zen does a wonderful job on his podcast of hosting people and interviewing all of us, right? But you have your own abilities, and one of these days, like you're probably too busy right now, but one of these days, I hear in the near future, when you dip your toes in the water and start exploring your own abilities, it's going to be pretty amazing. In the meantime, you're in contact with a lot of different psychics and healers and folks that tune into these programs, and you are being encouraged to call in the angels. And I feel like you do already to an extent, and work with sage, that wonderful crystal bowl, and be sure to set up shields and protection around yourself. Okay? And you want to prevent psychic overwhelm. And this also helps protect your physical energies. So I know you've got a lot going on in your life. So you're another one, Michael. Be sure to take care of yourself. Ask the angels what you need to do that. And you are very supported, loved, and guided on this side and on the other side. That's it. I've got to let Miss Kelly go on. She's got another program coming up. Kelly, thank you for letting me take a few extra minutes. Kim Princess, I'm sorry I didn't get to you. Jennifer Rose, hello again. Oh my gosh. Thank you all for joining me. I will have another episode of Kaleidoscope of the Soul, God willing, and the creek don't rise, 2 weeks from now on the 19th. Same time, 10 a.m. Shout out to Kelly Brickle, our producer. Mwah. Joey, I'll try to get to you next time. I wish I could read for everybody, but I'd be here all day, right? Join me again in 2 weeks, please. And in the meantime, take care, everybody. Bye for now.